Yeah, so once again, good evening. I'll just share my screen. Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes, brother.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
brother.
Uh, so today I thought we'll be discussing a few extra topics. I mean, we still have a lot of things that we still didn't learn, right? So this class we'll take some topics that we didn't study in the in the actual level 2 topics. It's something like extra topics. Okay, so I have created a long code. It's not actually working code, it's just like examples for each topics. So I also like use the example, I mean the topics that we already discussed, like revision, and then we'll move on to the new topics. Just small topics, it will come in handy in big codes or later on for for doing different tasks. But for now, we'll just discuss it and I'll show you a few examples. Okay. First of all, first one is variables and data types. We all know it. Uh, we create a variable and usually whatever you type will be stored in the string format. If there are no quotes, double quotes, it will be stored as now integer if it is a number. We all know that. Uh, I'll just print it. I mean, most of you will be knowing this, but still, just do it once more. So yeah, this is the integer type, and this is a string type. Those are the basics. And next one is typecasting. Does anyone know what typecasting is? Have you ever heard it?
No, brother. No,
No,
brother.
brother.
Okay, so no one has heard it. It's alright. It's still basic one though. Now, typecasting in generally, you know the data types, right?
Yeah, yes, brother.
Yeah, string, integer, float, boolean, all these data. We have all these data types, and now, so I have given two variables here, x and name. So Python can take the type, can find the data type of it. So I'll just take it, data type of X.
It is integer.
Yeah, it is. We'll get integer. Yeah. So uh, 5 is integer. We didn't mention anything as integers or anything, but it automatically stored as integers. And if I do the same with name,
It
now
comes like string.
yes, exactly. It comes string, right? So if you notice here, I didn't mention any data types here, but Python automatically allocates the data type according to what we have given, right? So Python does this automatically. But instead, if I want to change it forcefully, like right now, yes, Tavi?
Brother, while typing the code, we give a print type X and print type name. But while the computer is giving output, it shows class integer and class string. Why is that?
Yeah, so this type is a function, all right? This is not normal print function. I didn't use any double quotes. This is not a string. This whole thing is not a string. The thing is that this is a function. All right. So you learned about functions, right? What does a function do? Does anyone know?
It tells about the which type it is.
Yeah, I mean that is type function. What about generally all the functions? What does functions do? Or a small definition? Can anyone say?
It helps in the output of the code.
Output of the code. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you a more detailed way, in a more detailed way. So function is like a set of codes. All right. So we know this is one line of code. So now I create a function so nobody has learned about function, right? I guess it's in next level, or have you learned it?
No,
We
brother.
did.
Yeah, okay. So we'll get it in the upcoming classes. So function is like you can keep it as a set of instruction. So imagine I type many lines of codes and I give, so this is the line of codes, all right? So I give this lines of codes a name. So imagine I give it as numbers, all right? So whenever I send numbers, all these codes runs. So this will be in the code. So whenever I say numbers, all these should run. Okay. I mean, this is just a example. This is not how you code it. We use you define a function. That's a different way. So that is how it works. There'll be many lines of codes. So when you call this, it automatically runs. So it uses parentheses like this. So when you input any thing into this, like a variable, then it will use that variable inside this function. All right, that's how it runs it. So this is just a very basic way of saying it. This is not how it actually looks. It actually looks different. Wait, let me see if I. Yes, Charlie?
Brother, I did not understand that numbers one.
Numbers one. This one. Okay. I mean, this one is just a name for it. Okay. I was just explaining what a function looks like. So the thing is that imagine there are four lines of codes. All right. I have this four lines of code, and this does a specific thing, like adding two numbers. All right. So I don't want it to run it now, but I'll just type this code. So whenever I call this code, it adds two numbers. So what I do is that I name this function. I can give any name, numbers, num, or anything, and then two variables, right? There are two numbers, so two variables x and y. So what it will use that it will use the uh, two variables, and inside this it will add the two numbers. So I would have done I would have like coded here to like to add two numbers. So x plus y. So in this function it will look like that. So whenever I call this num, always it will execute whatever is inside. Okay. So it is like you have four people, or like imagine you have four people. Wait, Uh, imagine you have four people. So I have what I do is that I allowed some work to each of these people. Okay, so imagine this is John. Okay, just a random name. And I say John. I teach John how to. What do you say? Uh, yeah. Maybe like I teach John how to clean, like anything. He might clean the floor, the room, or anything. So I teach John how to clean, and for now he'll be sitting there. So whenever I need to clean a specific room or anything, I'll call John. So John comes and does the job. So that's all. That's how functions work. This is a very example kind of way. I mean, it's not in the code. It will be very different, but this is how we can explain it. An analogy for that. All right. So in the same way, you do a set of instruction and you give a name for it, and then whenever you call that name, it does the set of instruction. That's all. You'll learn about that in much detail. For right now, I just wanted to explain that how it works so that I can explain these functions also. So functions always has these parentheses, right? This kind of parentheses, and you enter the value inside. So have you seen this thing anywhere else? Like this kind of method where you use a name and you use parentheses and you use a value inside. It looks
No,
kind of
brother.
familiar. Yeah, no?
No, brother.
No, brother.
No, brother.
Okay. So doesn't this look very similar to this? Right. It has a name for it, and inside we put some
Yeah.
value. Isn't it same?
Yeah. Yes, brother.
Yeah, so now you know it. Print is actually a function. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we call this name. So this is an inbuilt function which is already in Python. There are two types of function. One is user defined. That means we create our own function, and another one is what is already in Python. So print is a function. All right. So what is that? I told you, right? You will have a function name, and you'll put a variable, say x and y. Uh, if this function was to add these two numbers, then it'll have some lines of codes. The code here, this one will add these two numbers and give the output. So in the same way, the print also, I'll give some variable. So here instead of x and y, I'm giving the input as hello. So what will happen once I run this, it will run whatever the Python has already done. There will be a code there. You don't see that. It's already like inbuilt in Python. And it will do some specific codes and it will show the output and it will give the output. So in the same way, we have type. Type is also a function. All right. So as you can see, we have the parenthesis and we input the value inside. So the value is the variable name. So what it's going to do is that it's going to check what data type it is, and the output will be like this class int. So it is like how it's in the program. That's how the program works. That's why we are getting all these class. This is not just a data type. I mean, not just a string here. It is a function. So in the function, the output is will be like this. So if I use any float number, it will show class as float. Class, uh, these things, what are these? Yeah, and float. Yeah. So that's how you get it. Did you understand? Yes, Charlie?
Brother, anything we give before the parenthesis or any brackets, is that included as a function?
Not everything. The thing is that there are few things. See, like now print is already defined. It's already given. So if I use capital print or if I use any other name, like what do you say? Type, I mean not type. If I use only print, it won't work, right? Why? Because the name of it is print. Name of the function is print. This is already defined. I can't use any other names. But if I was to create a new function, all right? So if I was to create a new function called sum of two, oops, two numbers. So this is how, if I give this name, then the new function's name is this one. So whenever I call it, I have to use the same name. All right. So these are the inbuilt one. So you got to use the exact one. For if you're creating a new one, you can use whatever name you want. Is that okay?
Yes, brother.
Yeah. Okay. So there is one way to like get. Yes, Tejasvi.
Brother, before that you used one DEF. What is meant by that?
Yeah, that you'll learn when you are learning about functions. DEF means define. So if you're creating a function or creating in other words, we'll say it as defining a function. So the short form is DEF. So you define a function like this and you give the name here. function name, function name, and then the brackets. So that's how you create a function. You'll learn in much detail later. I just brought up the example, that's all. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now there is one way to like remove this class int, that is like using the attributes of it. So right? List. If you create a list, imagine I just create a list here, and yeah, and you know how to add one extra element to it, right? How do you add an extra element?
List dot apple.
Dot type.
Yes.
Dot append.
Yes, exactly. We use dot append, and whatever we need, we'll add 5. So what will it'll do that? It'll add a 5 into the list. So we use dot append, right? So what it is that it's an attribute. So this list has a lot of attributes. So if I go here, see it has add annotations. All these are the different attributes. So it does a specific function in the like what is it? If it's for this function, it does specific task for the function. So even type has some specific attributes. So one attribute is that yeah, underscore name underscore. So what it will do is that this is you don't have to by heart this or anything. It's just for like for you to know right now. Just take it as an extra information. So this attribute, what it does is that uh, yeah. So as you can see, it didn't say class int. It didn't say class string. It only said string. So that is one way of only using the name. Uh, this one is just like take it as an extra information, nothing that deep. So is that okay?
Yes, brother.
Yeah, okay. So we know that too. And oh yeah, I was explaining typecasting, right? So this one is already done by Python. All right. I didn't change anything. I didn't mention string or int here. It automatically changed it to int and string. So what I do is that now I do typecasting. Typecasting means forcefully we are only imposing a specific data type to it. So now if I say what is a print, what is it? Okay, float. Yeah, I do that. So what I do is that I am forcefully imposing the data type. So as you can see, the although it is just 5, the x became a float value. Why? Because although it is just an integer, I am forcefully imposing it and making it to become a float value. So that is called typecasting. The name for it is typecasting. Do you get it?
Yes,
Yes,
brother.
brother.
Yes.
Yeah. So in this example, as you can see, they have defined a variable a, and here they have given 10 as a string. It's in surrounded by double quotes, which means it's a string now. What they have done below is that they have forcefully changed the string of 10 into an integer. Because if you want to do mathematical operations, you have to use it only on integers, right? Here forcefully or typecasted a into an integer. So that's all. And input, we all know what input is, right? Is there anyone who doesn't know what input is?
We know, brother.
Yeah. So what is input?
Input is asking like questions and of output.
Allows the user to when
Give
we give a sentence, when we ask a question, before that we have to write input.
Yeah, okay. Those are the explanations of what it does. Uh, but you see something, right? There is a name here, and there are two parentheses. Oops, wait. There are two parentheses, and inside we have a value. So what does this resemble?
value.
Function.
Yes, function, yeah. So input is also a function. It's an inbuilt function of Python. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, you get it right.
Yeah, yes, brother, we got.
Okay,
Brother,
yeah.
how many functions are there?
There,
Is there any exact number of functions?
yes, there are exact numbers of functions, and I don't know the exact count though. I didn't search that, but there are a lot of functions that we can use. So what we are doing is that we are learning each function. So now we learn print, input, and all these list function. All these functions we learned, and later on we'll learn even more functions. There are only a specific number of function, a fixed number of functions. They might add one or two more, but that's all. Um, there are way to get more functions that I'll explain later so that you don't get confused. Is that okay?
Yes, brother.
Yeah, okay. So next is basic operators. We all know what basic operators are. The addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all these things. Yeah. Next is if else. We all know about if else.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's a condition. So you use if to and specify a condition, and whatever it's inside the if statement, it is going to execute only if the above condition is true, or else it won't execute. And else is the opposite. I mean, if nothing above has executed, it will do this. So we all know that. And nested if also we have learned an if statement inside another if statement, that is called,
True also.
yeah. So that's a nested if. Next, we have logical operators. We know logical operators, right? Like greater, lesser. And do you know and?
Yeah, brother.
Okay.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, you know and. Do you know or?
Yes, brother.
Yes, brother.
Or. And one
Yes,
more is there.
brother.
What is it?
Not.
And
Yeah,
not.
not. Exactly. So everybody knows it. Very good. So we know that. So we use an operation, I mean, logical operator here. So if, yeah, we use an and operator also inside. Okay, next one is for loop. We all know what for loop is. When you know the range or how much you need to print, you use a for loop. You define the range, and then the that specific whatever task you do, it will be repeated until the range is until it reaches the range. And while loop is it's when you don't know the range or the end of it, but you want to do it till a specific thing is uh, specific requirement is met. So this is going to keep printing until this n is smaller or equal to 3. So you all know that too. We know break and continue. So if it is mostly used in a loop. So when we use break, it will stop no matter even if the condition is not met or if the range is not met, it will still break. And continue is that it will skip one step. Like it has many iterations, right? Many steps. So what do you do is that if the condition is met, it will skip one step. It will go to the second step. We know that. We know lists. It's enclosed by square brackets. We can use any type of data types inside, and we can use infinite numbers of values inside. And we know the functions of list, append, all these things. And okay, list slicing. So we haven't learned about list slicing, right?
No, no, brother, we didn't
No,
learn.
brother.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
brother. No, brother.
This is an interesting topic. I mean, it will be very useful. For that, first we'll create a list. It is a x is equal to. In this list, we are going to add numbers for easy recognition. Okay. So can someone tell me how many values are there in here?
9.
10. 10.
Nine. Yeah. Someone is saying nine. Why nine?
9. Yes, brother. Because the starting point will start from 0.
Yes, exactly. So if you know how indexing works, you know how indexing works, right? Does others know how indexing works?
Yes, brother.
Yeah, Chavi knows. What about others?
Yes, brother.
You know how indexing works, right? So let me give the values of this. So what Python sees is that it is a position of the indexing. Index is the position of the list. So as we know, we will when you see this list, we say that five is in the fifth position. But actually, how Python counts these places is that it starts from zero, then one, then two, then three. Oops, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine.
Nine.
So yeah, so the one is in the zeroth position and two is in the first position. All right.
Yeah.
So here tenth is in the ninth position. So that is one important way of noting it. So this is called positive indexing. Okay, you all know positive indexing, right? This is what positive indexing is. You have learned about it also, right?
Yes, brother.
Yeah. Everybody else, I need your answer also. Everybody else.
Yes, brother.
If you don't know, you can ask. I'll just explain it once more. Is there anyone who doesn't know? Where are the others? I'm not getting any reply.
No, brother.
No, okay, okay, around. Okay, anyone else? So, Sohan, Nutan, Leo, Kampu, Hitesh, Dhruti, okay. Come on, guys, reply. You can ask if you have any doubts. Yes, Tejasri?
Brother, now you said it is a positive indexing.
Yeah.
There is a negative indexing also.
Yes, we do have negative indexing. So before heading to that, I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew positive indexing so that if you don't know positive indexing, some might get confused. That's why I was asking. So I wanted everyone's answer.
Okay, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. So are everyone okay? Is there anyone who doesn't know? No, right?
No, brother.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if everybody knows positive indexing, I'll go to negative indexing as Tejasri asked. So how negative indexing is that works is that it starts from the last value. All right, it starts from 10. So now if you go here, it starts like -1 and -2. There's no space for it. Yeah. So you get the idea, right? Charvi first. Charvi, go first.
Brother, you actually explained this a while back, and when you explained this, you taught us that the last value should start from zero, then minus the one and minus two.
Yeah, I
Yes.
want to ask that if positive value is starting from zero, then negative value also starts from zero, I think.
I don't remember explaining that, but if I did, I'm sorry. That's not how it works. My bad. But I don't remember explaining it as zero. Yeah, so that is the thing. That's why I wanted to make sure everyone knows positive indexing first, so that I can make sure you don't get confused. Yeah.
So negative indexing is starts from -1, right?
Yeah, it starts from -1.
And it ends from zero. 10.
Yeah, it ends at 10. Yeah, wait, just a second. I'll just type this out. Yeah, okay. There's no space for it, but yeah, this is how it looks. All right. This one is positive indexing. Positive. This one is negative. Yeah, so positive, as you all know, it starts from zero, right? But negative indexing, it starts from the last, but it doesn't start from zero. It starts from -1. Can anyone say why it doesn't start from zero? Tejasri, you have your hand raised. Do you have any doubt? Okay, yeah, okay.
Because the negative values is starts from -1.
Yeah, that is also an explanation. There's one more reason. That is also a good one. Yeah, Chavi?
Brother, because if you enter zero, it will go to the positive side.
Exactly, yeah. So if this was zero, imagine the last value was also zero, and I say print x, and I want to print the zeroth value. So now Python checks this one is also zero, one is also zero, and 10 is also zero. So what should I print? So Python will get confused, right? So that is why we have one here. It starts from -1. So one more use of why do we have negative indexing? So now because you know the first values. So imagine I have a very long one, a very long list, and it ends at 100, or maybe we'll take a very really big number. I don't know. I don't know the specific value of it. Yeah, so this really big number. And what I do is that I don't want to like I don't know the length of this, nor do I want to check it. So if I can't do that, if I want to print the last value, I can just say x and -1. That's all, right? It's very easy. So it will automatically print the last value. So I don't need to like print use the positive indexing to type 99397 1. I don't need to do that. I can just do -1, right? So that is why we use negative and positive indexing. So you can use this when you are. It might be useful later on. Okay. Now that you know how indexing works, now let's learn about slicing. All right. So list slicing is how I'll show you the structure of it. So we know that we use this, right, to print the first value. If I do that, it'll print the first value of the list. We all know that, right? Come on, guys, I'm not getting any reply.
No, brother.
Yeah.
No, brother.
The structure of the what is the slicing is that s- start, end, step. Okay. Does this make sense?
Brother, it looks like a range from loop.
Yeah, right. It looks very much like range. In range, how it is done is that we give the start value and then we give
And
the end value
and
and then step. Yeah, right. So this looks very similar as a range. But the thing
but
is that
in range we get commas, but in slicing we will get that.
exactly, yeah. So as Tejasvi said, in range we use commas to separate these values, and in what do you say in list we use colon to separate each of these. So now I'll show you how it works. So now I give a starting value. So say I want to start from the 4. So I use positive indexing and the value here is 3. So 3, comma, I want to print till 9. Okay, so how do I take till 9? What should I
Brother,
give
can
the?
you
Yeah, so
repeat?
yeah. Yeah, so now what index do I give for the end value? I want to print at till 9,
8.
8.
8. Okay, all are saying 8.
Yeah, brother.
Yes, brother. Brother, 7.
7. Okay, Chavi is saying 7. Any other answers? Others?
Brother, 8.
8.
Brother,
Okay.
8.
Brother, 8.
8.
8.
Okay,
8.
so most of you vote for 8. Okay, we'll see what 8 does. Now I just run it and yep. Oops, I forgot about print. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I wanted till 9, but I got only till 8. Okay, so I guess Chavi was right. Why was she right? Can anyone explain? If you understood what happened here.
Brother, because we wanted it till 9 and we will get only till 8. If we give till 8, we'll get only till 7.
Yes, exactly. So if you remember, it is very similar to range, right? So if you want the range to start from it, I'll just do it. So if I just print range 1 comma 9, all right, you give the start value and the end value. So if I give till 9, will it print till 9?
No, no, brother.
Okay, now mind you can't print it that way. You need a for loop. Okay, yeah. So will it print till 9?
No, brother.
No, brother.
Yeah, it stopped at 8. Why? It goes like the end value is like n minus 1. So 9 minus 1 is 8. So it prints till 8. So in the same way, even in the slicing, as I said, it's similar to range, right? So it goes to 8 minus 1. That is 7. So 7 is 8, right? So I don't want till 8. I want till 9. So what I do is that I use 9. Yes, Tarvi?
Brother, you told in range it is uh, separated by commas, and in list it is separated by uh, the two dots, but
Columns,
here
yeah.
it's not showing two dots.
Uh-huh. I didn't get it.
Brother,
She said
you told that while printing range, we have to write comma, so it will separate the values by comma, and in list we have to write the two dots, and it will separate each of the values by those two dots.
Yeah, exactly. So we use columns here to
But
separate the
here brother, but here it's only showing commas.
where here.
the
Yes,
output.
brother.
Oh no, I didn't mean it in the output though. So the way you do it is that in the codes, all right. So the reason I said in range it separates by what is a comma. It means this is the start value, right? This is the start value and this is the end value. So this both of them, start value and end value. If I just give a single value, it will show 12, right? So the Python will get confused. What is the starting value? What is the ending value, right? So I just meant to say that the start value and the end value separated by the comma, not the output, all right? You have to keep that in mind. Here also the start value and end value, because it's in list, you have to separate range and list, right? It is separated by colons. It's not in the output, but in the code, all right? So that the Python doesn't get confused by saying 39. What is 39? It'll ask me, what should I say? So I should say this is start and this is end. Do you get that?
Yes, brother.
Yeah, okay. So that is a start and end. So we had one more one, that is step. We all know step, right? It is used to skip a specific, what do you say? Like skip a few steps.
From one number to another number.
I just give 2 here. So it starts from 3. 3 is here. So it'll print 4. It'll skip one step. And then 6. Then it'll skip one step and 8. So it'll print 4, 6, 8.
Brother,
Uh,
you two steps, skipping two steps.
yeah, 2 sessions. First it is 4, right? Then 1, 2. 5, 6. 6 is the second step. Then 1, 2. Then 8 is the second step. Get that?
Yes,
Yeah. So usually Python skips by one step. If you don't give anything here, it is 1. So if I print 3 till 9, it will go 3, one step skip, 4, one step skip, 5, and so on. Now you skip 2 steps. So 3, 2 steps, 5, 2 steps, 7, 2 steps, so on. Okay? Is that
yes,
clear?
yes,
Yeah.
brother.
Brother.
Okay. So if you don't give any values here, so as I said, if you don't give any values here, it will automatically take us 1. So if I don't give any values here, like imagine I put the what is a end value as blank. So it will start from the third value and end till whatever is the last value. Get that? Or if I type only the ending value and I don't give the starting value, it will start from the beginning and end till the specific sequence. It'll end till here. So it'll print from starting till here. Get that?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, so there's one interesting way that is used everywhere. So I leave this both of the start and end as empty. So it will take the full list, all right? And only the step value I change it as -1. So what will happen?
It prints from 10, I think.
Brother, I
Yeah,
think it was in
yeah, it prints from 10, and as you can see, the whole list got reversed. Wow. So you can use this to reverse things, reverse the list. So I guess it also works on strings also. I'll just try it. It also works on strings, but I don't remember if this is the way. Yeah, it does work for a string also. See, hello got reversed. So that's one thing you can keep in mind. This is how to reverse any word, any string. All right. It reverses all the part. Get that? Any doubts?
no, brother.
No, brother.
Okay. Okay, yeah. List slicing done. List function. So we know about len. Studied about len, right? Is
Yes,
there anyone?
brother.
Is there
Yes,
anyone
yes,
who doesn't know about len? You can raise your hand. Okay, so everybody knows about len. I mean, it's the length of the any value. Is Kampu? You don't know about len? Should I explain it?
No, brother, I know Len.
Okay, okay, yeah. So next is tuples. We know about tuples. They are immutable. This is how you create a tuple. You use normal parentheses. You separate them by commas, and that becomes a tuple. That's all. And the sets, you use curly brackets. You separate them by what do you say, commas, and then you know that it doesn't take duplicate values. We know that. And now, yeah, a new one, dictionary. Yeah, everybody knows. I've heard about dictionary, right? I mean, not in Python, other than Python, outside.
Yes, brother.
Yeah,
Yes,
So
brother.
yeah,
brother.
yeah. So now we'll learn what a dictionary is in Python. Okay, not your normal dictionary, Oxford dictionary. This one, I mean, it's kind of similar. I'll tell you why it's a dictionary. So I'll just print this. So the way it works is that, as you can see, or else I'll start from the beginning. So I just take a random value, I mean a variable, and how do you enclose sets? You know set, right? Like tuple, we have set also. So how do we enclose it?
Flower brackets.
Flower bracket.
Yeah, flower brackets or
Flower
curly brackets,
brackets.
right? So you can say like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you create sets. But dictionary also uses the same thing. I think I explained about dictionary like when explaining how to create a element of single, I mean set of single one, right? So if you want to create a tuple of single element, you can't do this because it will turn into an integer. You'll use a comma, right? So in the same way, I think I explained how to do a. If you do a single element, it will turn into a dictionary. I think I told that right.
No, brother.
no, brother.
But I do remember explaining it in the PPT though. But yeah, it's alright. I'll explain it once more. So you know your general dictionaries, right? The English or Kannada or any other dictionaries. What do you see in the dictionary?
Words.
Words, okay. Words and its
Meanings.
Meaning.
meanings, right? So we have two values. We have a specific word and we have the meaning. So both are related. So if I say any word like what do you say? Example. So that example has a meaning with it. So if I call example, you'll get the meaning also together with it. So the way it works is that I give a specific value like name. Then the meaning of name, not exactly meaning, but how it works in Python is that the key, this is the key and this is the value. So just like in the dictionary, you have a word and you'll give a meaning, right? So for name, I'll use, I don't know, who wants their name written here? Anyone wants it? Okay, Charvi. Okay. So Charvi. Oops, sorry. Charvi. And then this is one element. Okay. So I have the name, that is the key, and the Charvi is the value of name. So whenever I call name, its meaning is Charvi. And I separate the element. Now I create a new element that is class. So what class are you in, Charvi?
Brother seventh.
Seventh. Okay. So now class is seven. And yeah, for now, two elements is enough. So we have two keys, name and class, and their meaning is Charvi, and class meaning is seven. So it's not meaning exactly. I just use it as an example to explain it to you. Uh, it's called key and its value. So now if I do print x of uh, name, I send you this. Yeah. Okay. Now if I do that, it will print Charvi. As you can see, I asked the word and it said the meaning. So if I type class, it will give seventh. So that's how it works. How where it is used? Yeah. So did everyone understand this?
Yes,
Yes,
brother.
brother.
Yes, brother.
Yeah. It's as simple as this.
Brother,
You,
I have a doubt.
yes.
Instead of a key, we can give value means what is the output?
Instead of key, we'll give value.
Yes, brother.
Okay. So this is the key. Okay. And what should I give here?
Brother, they're not in print. In that line, instead of class, we can give the value like 7.
Okay.
In
I get it.
output, what we
So we'll find that out. Okay. Since Kambu asked, we'll just try it out. And we get error. Yeah. So it's just like it doesn't work that way though. You can only ask the key and you'll get the value. Like you can't say the meaning of the word and ask the word, right? You have to say the word and then you'll get the meaning. This one, for now, you can just know it in this basic way. Uh, it is just an extra information, right? Later on, you'll learn deeper. Okay, is that okay, Kampu?
yes, brother.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
Yeah, sure.
Brother,
Okay, yes,
is that key and variable is similar to it?
both are same.
Yeah.
So you're saying if I give both as Charvi, what will happen? Is that what you're asking?
No, brother. I am saying
Then,
about like
yeah.
the variable and the key is same.
Okay, so if I say name and these both are same,
Yeah.
yeah, you'll still get the value because this key is inside it. Okay, so it doesn't matter actually. So it will still work. As you can see, we still got Chavi. Because whatever the value are given, it's inside the key. I mean the variable. So it doesn't matter. It's inside the dictionary. So if you call the name of the dictionary, so if you open your dictionary, you will see that you will have the meaning of dictionary inside, right? Have you ever seen
Yeah.
search for dictionary? Has anyone searched for dictionary inside a dictionary?
Yes, brother.
Yeah, some of you might have read. Even I used to do it when I get bored and I get a dictionary in my hand. I used to do that. So in the same way, it still works. All right. So where can we use this? Does like can anyone guess where we can use this?
Brother, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So dictionaries. What might be the use of dictionaries?
which which can't get meaning of that particular word.
To find words.
I mean, yeah, that is a general dictionaries, but in Python dictionaries, I wanted to ask in Python dictionaries. So where will we use this Python dictionary? Can you guess anyone? Okay, if no, I'll just explain where. Yes,
To show the output very simple very simply.
very in a very simple way. Okay, that is one thing. But somewhere, like, imagine I create an app, and in that app, uh, the user must log in inside. All right. So imagine this is the details of Charlie. Details of Charlie. So name and instead of class, I give password and some random things. And now, as you can see, the username and password is stored in a single variable, and it is stored as keys. So if you say name, if you want to check the name, you can have whatever value inside, right? So you can use an input. You can ask the user for it also, and then we'll check with the name. So if the both of them are same, then we can let the user go inside. If the password is not matching, we won't let them go inside. Yes, Hitesh?
Brother, if I want both the name and password, is I get at a time in the same time?
Yeah, you can get it. Like you can use two print statements. Otherwise, I still haven't figured out how to use it. Yeah, I will explain that in next class. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay, brother.
Anyway, I'll just try it out though. I don't think it'll work, but yeah, we'll just see whether it works. No, it doesn't work. Okay, yeah, it was detail side. Sorry. No, it kind of doesn't. It doesn't work. Okay.
Yeah, okay, brother.
Yeah, I'll just explain how to do that later on. Okay. Yeah, so that's it with dictionaries. Any doubts?
No, brother.
Yeah, okay. Next thing is, we'll just go quickly. Next thing is in or not in. So I'll just explain it to you quickly. I'll just create a list. So it's a simple way of knowing whether something is inside the list or not. So, no, now if I write, if take the value 11 is, no, not is, in. The list, the name of the list, wait, I'll change the name of this list. List 1. So if 11 in list 1. So this is like base, it makes a basic sense, right? Friend, yes, uh, it is present in the list. Else, and it is not present in the list. So as you can see, now I'm asking Python, is 11 in this list? Is it there in the list?
No,
No,
it's not.
brother.
No,
No, right?
brother.
No,
So
brother.
what will it print?
It is not present
It
in
is
the
It
not
list.
is not
present.
present in the list.
Yes, exactly. So now if I go and type instead of 11, I'll just type 3. So what will be the result?
It is present
Present
in
in
the
the
list.
list.
Present in.
Yes,
present.
exactly. So that's all. That's how it works. So you can make this more in what is it? In a no, I didn't get the word for it, but yeah. So if you are to create a variable for it, x is equal to int input. So now it will ask the user for the value, and so say I just type some random value. I just type 5. Wait, I type 5. If it's in the list, it will say yes, it is present in the list. So that is one way of doing it. So now you know, as I showed you a small example too. So that's how it works. It works for strings also as shown here. Next one is enumerate. Okay, that's a new one, right?
Brother,
Yeah,
Yes.
brother.
you not told about not in.
Okay, yeah, not in. Um, it is just the opposite of what do you say? Of the list. I mean, in. So now if I say not in, yeah. So now if I run this code and now I type 12. Sorry, 12. So what do you think will be the answer?
It is present in the list.
It is
Uh,
not
12 is present
present
in the
in.
list? Yeah, it is not present, right? See, we have only 10 values. So 12 is not there. So I'm saying if that 12, I'm going to enter 12. So if 12 is not in list, then you have to print this. So as you can see, it will print it is not in the list. That's all. It's very simple. It's just the opposite of in. Get that?
Okay.
Okay. Next one is enumerate. This one is also, it might look very complicated, but the same, it's very simple. I'll explain. Yes, Charvi?
Brother, it's already 7 minutes after the class.
Okay, so it's already late. Oh my God, there's a lot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think
Brother,
we'll
I think we started 7:10 now.
yeah, we started 10 minutes late, right? But it's all right. I don't want to go extra time. I said we'll keep the class by 7 to 8, right? Okay. I think
Brother,
yes.
you got any information about level 3?
Level 3. Yeah.
Yes,
That's why
brother.
I still didn't get the information. That's why I'm taking the extra, what do you say, topics. Or else I would have already told you about it. Uh, Sorry for like making you wait. Uh, I'll let you know. Okay.
Who was passed in last examination? Like test.
That one that they will decide. I haven't decided it yet. I'll tell it to you. Okay.
Okay, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Sorry for that anyway. So I think we will end the class now. In the next class we'll start by enumerate in this part. We'll see if we'll get another class because these are some new statements. The past statement, then we know this one, sort statement, and reverse also we learned it, and any all swapping values, multiple assignment, Boolean truth testing, character, and sum max. All these can be useful later on. That's why I wanted to tell it to you. We'll see if you get another class, I'll explain it to you. Or else you can just do some research on it and then you'll find it out. Is that okay?
Yes, brother.
Okay, brother.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's it for the class, everyone. Thank you for
Yeah,
attending
thank you,
the class.
brother. Good
Yeah,
night.
okay.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank
brother. Good night.
Thank you.
No, no.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.